Are you thinking about buying that brand new construction home in South Jersey? Pause. Before you get swept up in that shiny new model home, there's a lot you need to know. There's hidden fees, surprises, and delays, and as a smart buyer, you want to be well informed. So today, I'm breaking down the top things that you must know when buying new construction here in South Jersey, so you can avoid regret and make the best move possible for you. So, let me paint the picture for you. You walk into that nice, pretty, shiny sales office, step in, you say, "Hello, I want to buy a brand new home from your company. Will you build it for me?" First thing you need to know, the person behind the desk, they do not work for you. They work for the builder, and they have the builder's best interest in mind, not yours. That's why you really need a realtor to help you out with this process to make sure that you're not getting scammed, taken advantage of, and you're actually making the right decision for you. Now, let's say they bring you to a model home, they walk you through, they show you the counters, the floors, the layout, the exterior, what everything's going to look like. Well, keep in mind, a lot of the model homes are fully upgraded. They don't normally come with the quartz countertop or the granite countertop. They might not actually have the hardwood floors in them. They might come with a vinyl to begin with. So when the builder says, yes, our starting price for this model is $450,000, the one you're looking at, the one you're walking through at them, likely isn't $450,000. Between upgrades and design choices, you're probably looking at a home that may be closer to $50,000 to $75,000 worth of upgrades. So what you thought was $450,000, turns out it might actually be closer to $500,000, $525,000. So definitely keep that in mind when you're walking through these model homes with them. But hey, let's say that you pick the options you want, the upgrades you want, and you find a perfect piece of land for it for your home. The next step is the timeline and actually building it. And more often than not, that timeline's gonna be a little bit flexible, or it kind of has to be flexible. So if you're planning on ending your lease at the end of the month, moving right into your brand new home the following day, I wouldn't bank on it. There's a lot of delays that can happen. It can come from permits, it can come from supply chains. So I would definitely leave yourself a buffer option. Maybe your lease does end, but maybe you have alternative housing you can live in for a month or two if it takes that long to actually finish the project. The last thing you want is to be homeless waiting for a brand new home to be built. It's a little bit counterintuitive when you think about it. So you want to read the fine print, make sure that you're not locked into something down the line that you're really not too comfortable with, because it might also hurt your resale value one day. All right, so now the three biggest things that you're going to want to keep in mind, and I appreciate that you made it this far in the video. New does not mean perfect. Not by any means. Even if a house is new construction, there still might be flaws. Not intentional flaws, obviously, but mistakes do happen. So builder might be offering a warranty, which is great. It might give you peace of mind, but you still definitely want to do your inspections. If there's a basement, you want to check for radon. The odds of termites being there, very slim considering that it's new construction. But general home inspection, what if certain plumbing doesn't line up right? More often than not, mistakes are made. They might be minor in scope, but you still want to protect yourself as the buyer. All right, and let's say that you're moving into a neighborhood that a builder bought a huge piece of land. They're putting up single family homes, townhomes, condos, everything brand new. Well, there's likely going to be an HOA involved with that. And how a lot of these builders set up the HOAs is they might say, okay, reasonable, $120 a month, which is reasonable for our service area. But that might only last while they are still in the community building. So let's say they build the townhouses first, and then they're going to start building single family homes. So people are moving into the townhouses, living their lives, paying $120 a month. And then all the while, the builder's working on building the single family homes. Well, once the builder leaves, there might be a clause in the contract somewhere that says, okay, once the builder vacates the property, all homes are built, no more construction. Instead of $120 per month, all residents actually pay $480 per month. Now that might be an extreme example, but it does exist, and that's something you definitely need to keep in mind. All right, and the absolute biggest one. The most important thing that you need to remind yourself about and remember as an educated new construction home buyer is the property taxes. So when you buy a piece of land, property taxes may only be $1,000 a month because there's nothing built upon it. It's just the assessed value of the land. That is all. It might be trees, might be brush, but it's nothing special. There's no building. Let's say you have one of these builders, after the options, mind you, and you pay $550,000 in total for the house. Well, now that land is worth the value of the land, which is the same as it was before, plus the building amount on it. So what a lot of people forget is you're not going to be paying that $1,000 next year or the next year or the next year. Your taxes are going to shoot up in the matter of likely 1 year. They might go up to 10,000, 12,000, 8,000. It's tough to say. So you definitely want to reach out to the tax assessor's office and make sure that by giving them the specs of the home you're having built, might be the blueprints, they might need the invoice for it. But that way you can have a good idea of what your tax bill will actually be the following year. Because that can be a nightmare if you weren't ready to pay the taxes on it either. So to sum it up for you, new construction can be awesome. It's nice to have, the quartz countertops, the LVP flooring, the hardwood flooring, the nice, beautiful bathrooms, everything updated, brand new appliances. But there's a lot of things you need to keep in mind, and that's where realtors come in, especially our family. We have great connections with builders in South Jersey, and we can get you the information you need and make sure that you're taken care of in the process. So that sounds like something you're interested in. Please feel free to reach out to me, reach out to my family, and we'd be more than happy to help you. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. Subscribe, like, comment on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, you might like this one right up here. Don't forget to subscribe.